Oh, that moment when you realize you have green skin on. Whoops. For those of you who are confused, I made a video about green, and whoa. The reaction to that video was absolutely insane, and on top of that, it went a little bit viral for my channel. So, first things first, if you're here because of that video, I just want to say, welcome to my Let's Play world. Well, I mean, technically, it's not my Let's Play world, it's a server. I have a special announcement, guys. This week is Rec Week, and if you're confused, well, that's because I made up the term Rec Week. Essentially, I'm going to try to make 5 videos in 5 days. So the last time I did this, I did it, but it got pretty hard towards the last few days. I was kind of scrambling to finish those videos off, but it was really fun, and I think you guys enjoyed it. So this is round 2 of Rec Week, and if it goes well, I'm going to try to do it next week as well. So that's a video Monday, a video Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Before we actually get into the episode, I just want to say you guys are awesome. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better audience to be watching my videos. You guys were so supportive on that last video about green. If you didn't see these two, it'll make no sense whatsoever. But I made a video kind of speculating on where a secret base is on the biggest server in Minecraft, or I guess most popular server, and that kind of blew up, and then people started not really liking it, and they were kind of confirming my fear that I was spoiling things, I was getting in the way of the Hermitcraft members, and that it would kind of ruin the whole thing, and so I took the video down. But you guys were like, hey, Rec, it's totally fine if people say negative things about it, and I totally agree. I actually kind of regretted taking it down the second I clicked take down. But then the next video wouldn't have made any sense because that video was all about taking the video down. Anyways, the whole thing is over. Both videos are up now. You can watch them both. They're pretty cool. And I think that's all I have to say on the matter. If you've been paying close attention or no attention whatsoever, we are in the very first speed mine, I think, of this YouTube channel, guys. Kind of crazy. I would have these almost on every world that I play on, but when I started YouTube, I did the Nether Survival series, definitely not getting a beacon there. And then I started this series, and this was kind of more a free-flowing, don't worry about getting gear type series for me. And so it has taken 20 episodes to finally get a beacon put together. Boy, does it feel good. I know this is like the typical Minecraft YouTuber thing to say, like, oh my goodness, this is so satisfying to mine. But it really is. Once you've deprived yourself of speed mining for months and months like I have, oh my goodness, this is absolutely crazy. And I think we can probably make back the diamonds really quickly. This beacon only cost us 9 diamonds in total, and then maybe 1 diamond for all of this iron. Yeah, the economy on this server is kind of crazy. That was perfect. Now this is something that I've been meaning to do for a while. Okay. Yeah, I want to take this thing down and put it up in the shopping district because I've been planning to do this since like Wednesday or something. It's now Sunday, so I figure we should probably actually implement it. I'm a bit of a slow implementer if you can't tell. How many snow layers is this? Is that like 6, 7, 8? They're all gone. You know, I rarely do these sort of transitions anymore, but I think this should be pretty fun. Okay, ready? Straight through the portal! And we're through. Ah, oh, that is so much faster than taking normal nether. And now we gotta find a spot to do it. And I said I was gonna put it right next to the maze, but I don't know exactly where I want it right next to the maze. Having difficulties deciding where to put it. You know, I don't want to mess anything up, so we're gonna go with this location right here. Oh, shoot. I totally forgot. We don't have jump boost over here. Okay, we're taking this down. Well, the tower is done, and you might be saying, Rek, why in the world did you build another mini game in the shopping district? And well, let me tell you, I have no idea. Yeah, I mean, I probably should have built it in the gaming district, but it's built now. I could build a duplicate in the gaming district. And I mean, I guess I was planning to do this because I thought it'd fit in with the maze, but then I found out that you can't put this next to the maze because then you don't have jump boost 2. But either way, it is done, so we can take a stroll through this. Let's see if I can do all this first try. Do you know how amazing that would be? That'd be really skillful, wouldn't it? You know, just kind of flying through this. Oh, I got this, guys. Don't you worry. Okay, take 2. No. All right, this time we got it. We got it for sure. Oh, okay. That's the trickiest jump. And then all right, this is our last Ender Pearl. We can do this, guys. We can do this. Well, anyways, it's a pretty cool parkour tower. Once you get onto that trapdoor, you make a fence gate jump, which is pretty hard. Then you make a glass jump, and from the glass, you go to that chain, and then from that chain, you can get on top. Now, one of my favorite ways, actually the favorite way to get on top of tall things like this, you take off, take off your elytra, and bam! How about that for height? Oh, perfect. See, now we got the tower completion certificate, and then we have the maze completion certificate down there. And both of them are just like random objects that I had inside my inventory. But I think this one's fitting because it's like an ender pearl, and you can kind of ender pearl up here like what I was trying to do. I don't know, whatever. And if Mayu wants me to move this into the gaming district, I would be more than happy because I don't know, it kind of doesn't fit in, but maybe it does. Let me know what you guys think. Alright, now that we've got something productive done, we can do something a little unproductive. I want to tell a story because I heard of this really great one in class. So, once upon a time, long, long ago, in ancient Greece, there lived a man named Diogenes. And Diogenes wasn't any normal man. Well, I mean, he was a normal human, don't get me wrong. But he was a philosopher, just like Aristotle or Socrates, if you don't know who those guys are. Basically, just like the most famous philosophers ever. But this guy, Diogenes, he was pretty famous too, and he was famous for a strange reason. He lived in a barrel. You see, he kind of went against civilization as a whole and tried to live a little bit simpler. In fact, he lived with stray dogs inside of a barrel in the center of the town square. And he did this to kind of just stand up to the man, stand up to civilization, and let people know that you could live a happy life without all of the virtues of civilization. Oh, but this isn't even where the story gets good. You see, in the same time period, there also lived a man named Alexander. But this Alexander wasn't any normal Alexander. He was Alexander the Great. And Alexander the Great had been on a rampant conquest of basically the entire world, the entire ancient world. And one day he heard of this guy named Diogenes who lived with the dogs and was a philosopher. So he said, I'm going to go check out who this guy is. And so he came over to the town hall. This was in Athens, by the way. He is literally the most powerful person on the world at this point. And he came up to Diogenes, who was just literally laying in the sun with just a loincloth, basking in the sunlight. He opens one eye and says, "Hey, what are you guys doing here?" Alexander the Great approaches Diogenes, casting his shadow over him, and says, "Diogenes, ask anything of me, and it shall be granted." And Diogenes opened his other eye and said groggily, "Well, you could get out of my sun." And I just absolutely love this. This made me crack up. Literally a guy who's living in a barrel, basking on the sidewalk, tells the most powerful man in the entire world to just get out of my sunlight. But he didn't get thrown in jail or anything. He didn't get... Alexander the Great was actually a huge fan of Diogenes. He was a really great philosopher. And this is one of the greatest quotes ever. Alexander the Great said, after this encounter, he said, "If I had not been Alexander the Great, I would have been Diogenes." And I just thought this was an absolutely great story. I wanted to share it with you guys. If you thought it was interesting or funny, let me know. Like, imagine that. You just being some dude who's just wearing a loincloth, laying in the sun, and just says that to the most powerful man in the entire world. So, I'm not going to tell you guys that there's a moral of the story or anything. Just something I learned in class, and I thought I'd share it. Okay, good. We've done, I think, about half the things that I wanted to do today. The other two are fairly quick. Well, I guess one of them couldn't be that quick. And that's because I heard that there is a new minigame on the server, guys. I am definitely going to play that right now. Sorry to interrupt your regularly scheduled EchoCraft episode, but I'm actually running out of time. This episode's getting a little bit long because, remember, I'm doing this every single day. Can't make them super long. So I'm going to end it here. What'd you guys think of that Diogenes story? And I won't leave you with anything, okay? Here is a little preview of tomorrow's episode. Here lies Branzy. This game murdered him. Branzy, how did this game murder you?